as we showed you, Kirra and I did get the Novotel. At first we were really concerned because we heard that not everyone has had a great experience, but maybe that wasn't Sydney, because as you saw, we have got the works here, and we haven't even been here like 10 minutes, and they've dropped us some food.
You wanna see? We got a burger and fries, and then we got an orange and poppy seed cake. I'm super excited.
This honestly looks so good.
Hey everyone! So before we got to Australia, we had a lot of fun looking at other people's quarantine videos to see what would be happening when we got here. So now we thought it would be a fun idea to show you guys what we have gotten up to as a day in the life of Australian quarantine.
Now, Kirra and I are typically night owls. So when we first got here, we decided that it would be the wise choice to set ourselves up on an earlier schedule. Especially with jet lag, it made it all that much easier to get ourselves to bed at 10 p.m. so that we'd be waking up for roughly 6:30 in the morning.
So we would wake up at 6:30, and luckily we got a really beautiful view at our hotel, and we got to watch the sunrise over Sydney Harbour every morning.
It would be about 2 hours of relaxation, finding our day, just enjoying social media, reconnecting with family and loved ones that we have back home or that we're hoping to meet up with here. And then after the 2 hours, it would be breakfast.
Breakfast, someone would knock on our door and you put on a mask, wait 2 minutes, and then you go and collect it at the door.
Breakfast is served.
We were really lucky at our hotel. We got to pick our meals 3 days in advance. By that time though, you kind of forget what you're getting, so it's still a little bit of a mystery, but you know that you're gonna like it.
So we typically got breakfast around 8:30 every morning, and immediately after this, we would spend a lot of this time editing, looking at some of our content, especially when we first came here. We had a ton of footage from when we flew here. It was the most footage we've had for any video so far, and it was about almost 2.5 hours of content.
Yeah. So trying to sort of narrow that down on what was the best thing to put into our videos took a lot of time. After that, lunch sort of came pretty quickly at around 1 p.m. This is a soup. I think it might be pumpkin or something, but it looks good and it smells good.
Yeah, every day without fail, the pace seems to be pretty steady. We go right from breakfast, get into a project, and then lunch starts. Same thing with lunch. Knock at the door, a meal that we have pre-decided comes in, and a lot of the times Kirra likes to film these for her TikTok. If you haven't seen that, check it out down below.
After lunch, we would usually either continue with any editing that we had, or sometimes we'd play some games with some of our friends from back in Canada.
We also used afternoon hours to get into filming if we were going to do anything, such as our snacks video.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that, definitely go and check it out.
Yeah,
Ayla
we had a lot of fun with that one.
Exactly. Ayla tries some things that she really loves and some that she really doesn't.
Now, another interesting thing about after lunch is if there's any kind of situation going on here at the hotel, such as like Zoom workout meetings or Hangouts bingo, or getting our COVID test, this is when it would happen after lunch.
Yeah. We've only had COVID tests twice. We get one on day 2 and one on day 12. And then this afternoon, we got our lovely little bracelets to say that we get to leave tomorrow.
Yes. So that is awesome, and we're super excited.
After lunch as well, I like to spend a good amount of time reading. I've really enjoyed having like a little bit of wind down time.
What's your favorite book right now?
Right now I'm reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. It was recommended by almost every booktalker I've ever seen. So I decided I had to try it. I'm about 2/3 of the way through, and it's pretty good so far.
Awesome. Again, dinner comes after our afternoon hours, and dinner would usually come around 7:30.
We'd usually have dinner, and then afterwards we'd have a little unwind time.
I'm really got hit in the head.
After our wind down time or a movie, then we usually hop in bed at around 10 p.m. and maybe go on social media a little bit just before we turn the lights out.
Now, personally, we have found that the days go by pretty quick. With us waking up just 2 hours before breakfast and going to bed around 2 or 3 hours after dinner, the whole day seems to move at a pretty good pace.
Yeah, but if there are any sort of lulls in the day, we're generally able to fill those in. We've really been enjoying getting into Skillshare. We just sort of signed up to it the other day, and we're really enjoying it. Other than that, we spend a lot of time people watching out in the harbour. It's really fun watching life go by as normal outside and knowing that soon we're going to be out there and being able to join into it.
Yeah, honestly, after a year of lockdown, getting to see so many people out living their lives without masks on, it's been nice to be able to see society function in this way so that we can prepare ourselves as we go to sink ourselves back into a functioning society.
Yeah. That's kind of our days here in quarantine. To be honest, we've had a pretty chilled out, pretty good time in here. We haven't really...
Yeah, honestly, the food has been pretty decent. The choices were really good. Now, that being said, we really enjoyed a lot of the selections at the beginning, and towards the end, it's not like the food got any worse, but we were just over not being able to necessarily pick whatever meal we wanted.
Yeah, we were lucky enough that my auntie bought us some lunch one day and Uber Eats it to us, and one night when we just really didn't want what they had on offer, we decided to order in some wings. We thought we'd give you a little room tour. We had this nice big closet when we came in and a little bar area with a kettle and a mini fridge. Definitely came in handy.
2 nice double beds, more than enough as one was primarily used for storage. A great, beautiful lounge with a view of the stunning Sydney Harbour.
We spent most of our days sitting in front of this window. We had a cute little dining table.
And an awesome smart TV. Pretty big and was more than enough for us to be able to play video games, primarily Fortnite, with our friends.
Then we had a nice little storage area where we put our suitcases, and this is just a little overview of our room.
Don't ask why we forgot to film the washroom. That's our bad. I just want to give a quick shout out and say thanks to Chris Moll for being such a lovely patron over the years.
It's been a little longer than usual for our video this week. We've been getting sort of reacquainted with our family here, and it's been a little busy. Our next video looks like it's going to be another Australian snacks video.
After that, we'll have plenty of Aussie adventures to share.
As usual, go down below and hit that like button if you like this video, and subscribe and hit the bell notifications to see every single time we upload.
Until next time.
Bye.